What's up? Have a question for y'all boys. Have you ever wondered, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever just stared at a wall, at a blank wall, just like, and just wondered, like, questioned yourself, like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? Like, what am I here? Why am I here? Just why am I here? How am I here? How did I become here? How did I, you know what I'm saying? How did my species end up in the place that it is now? Well, I'm gonna just kind of hope this video helps you kind of find what your purpose is or what the meaning of life is or what, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously I don't know that yet, or I don't know if anyone will know what the purpose of human species are, what the purpose or why we're living here, how did we become here. That I don't think those answers are out yet, and maybe they were back in the past, in the ancient, medieval times. I feel like that I feel like that knowledge is kind of buried away, and people or the scientists and everyone in this era right now is rediscovering it right now. So, what is your purpose? I feel like everyone has their own purpose. Everyone has their own purpose in their own mind. And some people don't know that they have one or don't know what it is. And they just live life day by day until the day they die. And it's like, that's kind of sad. It's really sad if you really think about it, because they just work all day. They do this, they smoke, they do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they just wait until the day they die. Just raw dogging it. Raw dogging life, just on autopilot. And it's sad. It's really sad because they just live with questioning themselves, like, what my purpose is, and they just never find the answer to it. So, let me start off with what my purpose is. Well, I think my purpose is to, first off, break the poverty curse of my bloodline or my generation. And you're probably wondering, like, poverty, you don't even seem like you're broke or poor or whatever. And maybe I don't seem like it, and maybe I'm not in the extent, like maybe in an aspect of poor, but I'm morely talking about like my people in Mexico, my family in Mexico, because they don't have houses like that. They just live in a ranch and do all that. Like they don't really like Mexico is really a poor country. You really think about it, and especially if you live in those poor areas. So that's where my family over there lives, and I want to help them too. I want to break the curse. I want them to enjoy life the way that they wanted to when they were young, and what they vision themselves their future to be like. Because people can vision themselves. There's some people that vision their future and it never came true. And there's an obstacle, money. Money's an obstacle because you need money to live the way you want to. You want to live in a mansion, you need money for that. You want to have a Porsche, you need money for that. My car right here. So yeah, money is really an obstacle. Discipline, motivation. Well, motivation is not real. Motivation is just adrenaline. Trust me, motivation. You be like, oh yeah, I'm motivated. Yes sir, yes sir. I'm about to get a Porsche. I'm about to get money all this. Oh, I'm about to get Bud 2025. Oh yeah, yeah. And then you wake up the next day like, the fuck was I thinking? I ain't gonna do this shit. I'm lazy as fuck. And that's what motivation is. It's just adrenaline. It's just adrenaline pumping up your brain, like telling yourself like, oh yeah, I'm doing this shit. But you don't do action. All bark, no talk, you feel me? Or all bark, no bite, my bad. And that's how people live their lives sometimes. And it's just, like I said, it's just sad. It's like an autopilot. And yeah. So that's what my purpose is. Break my poverty curse of my generation, my bloodline. And yeah. So how do you find your purpose? How do you find your purpose? Why are you here? What is the purpose of living? You're probably wondering that. You probably question that every time you go to bed and sleep. Well, let me try to help you find that. Okay. So what do you like doing? What do you want to be? And if you want to really go into that spiritual kind of way, purpose, I recommend you meditate every day. Meditate every day. I feel like I was meditating wrong until this is how I meditate. Look, this is how I meditate. So look, this is what I do. So I say, I am rich. I will be rich. I am rich. I'll retire my parents. I love myself and everyone is loved around me. I love everyone and everything around me. Like that really helps you. And I'm telling you, it really does. You might think I'm crazy, I'm goofy, cringy, whatever. Try that shit. Try that shit. I'm telling y'all boys, try that shit. It's like smoking meth. Real shit. It's like smoking meth, bro. But yeah, meditating. Build a routine. Read a book. Read like philosophical books like I don't know. I don't have one right now, but yeah, I don't have one. Let me actually know. You have to earn this knowledge. I'm gonna gatekeep this book that I read. And if you really want to know, let me know in the comments. I'll let y'all know. Because this is a book of knowledge, and I feel like you don't look for the book. The book finds you. The book finds you. I wasn't even looking for it. Well, I wasn't necessarily looking for it. Actually, I was not looking for it at all. All I was looking for is to be spiritualized and just be more spiritual. And one of my coworkers at work were like, yo, you know what I'm saying, look at this book, you know, I think it'll help you. Because I was talking to him about all that shit, you know. And he actually gave me the book, and it's, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really kind of wakes you up. And another thing is, okay, maybe it's, you know, because everyone has their own purpose. Each person has their own purpose in their own mind. But what is our general purpose? Like our human species purpose. Not your purpose, not my purpose, but our purpose. A human's purpose. Well, this is gonna sound goofy or whatever, or you know, cringy, whatever. And I feel like our purpose is to awaken. Awaken. Awake. Be awake. Question everything. Break some rules. Why are we living in a world full of rules? Rules. Why rules? Why do we have to follow rules? Think about that. We are controlled. We are controlled. I don't want to get deep into this, but I feel like our purpose is to be awakened. Awakened. But I feel like I'll talk about more of that in another video. So yeah. Find your purpose. You will find it. All you gotta do is think about it. Look for it. Look for it. You'll find it. You'll find it. Look for it. Look for it, and it'll find you just like how you're looking for it. Let me give you a little example. Let's say you're watching TV, or actually, you want to watch TV. You want to watch TV, but you don't even know what the remote is. You look for it, you look for it, you look for it, and eventually you'll find it. Because that's all you're looking for. That's your main target, right? You're not going to stop until you look for it, until you find it. Exactly what I'm saying. Your purpose, if you think about it and look for it, you will find it. And let's say you don't find the control, right? You unintentionally find it. You're like, all right, I give up. And then you just look around and boom, it's right there. Hold on. How? Because you were thinking about it. You were thinking like, damn, where the fuck is that remote at? Boom, right there it is. It's right there. Let's watch some fucking Family Guy, some Peter Griffin, some whatever you want to watch. Don't watch corn though. Corn is bad for you. Anyways, yes. You can find your purpose. And I know I didn't really list any ways to find your purpose a lot, but just know that you'll find it. It'll come to you. trying to think about anything else to tell y'all. I really love y'all, and I hope I reach 500 subs by the end of this year. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's practice. I will reach 500 subs by the end of this year. I already have 500 subs. I have 500 subs. Another way to find your purpose is to kind of visualize yourself in the future, right? Because look, you're the person you are. If you're watching this video and you're wondering like what your purpose is and you're like agreeing with me, right? Then you're not in the spot that you want to be. You're not the person who you want to be. You're not your ideal self. The person you are disappoints you. It angers you. It's saddening, like it makes you sad. So think about what the ideal self, what your ideal self, what your future self looks like. Visualize what it looks like, what he looks like, what he does. Things that he does that you don't do. Read a book, work out every day, go outside for a walk, wake up early. All those habits. Okay, look, this is what I want you to do. Get a notebook, write your present self, do like a little chart, right? That has a left side and a right side. And the left side, write down present self, write all the habits you have. And your ideal self side, which is the right side, write your ideal self, yeah. And then put the habits or the things that he does that your ideal self does. And then try to convert those old habits into those new habits. And look where that leads you. Look who you'll become. You'll become your ideal self. You'll walk into that present. Think about it. You already are your ideal self. It's just the point of the matter of walking into that path of which your ideal self is at, which is 5 to 10 years or 2 to 3 years or whatever years. Just walk into that path. And you can speed it up by doing what I told you. Make it maybe 5 to 10 years, make that 2 to 3 years. And that's all I gotta say. Find your purpose. It will come to you eventually. I love you all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye. Peace, y'all.